Beck regrets denying Weird
Uh,
Al Yankovic permission to parody his Loser song. And he says, I'm actually really sad it didn't happen.
no, that
And
would have been funny because that was at a really good time for Weird Al Yankovic too, because it was going to be on his Bad Hair Day record, which was the one that had the Amish Paradise parody, which was like the Coolio's Gangsta Paradise, which I know you like a lot. He did the Amish Paradise, which was pretty funny, so it was going to be on that record.
yeah, so Weird Al was trying to get a license, and I thought this was interesting because that just tells me that Weird Al had good legal counsel. Because, when you do parodies, you have a defense to copyright infringement, and you can say that under fair use, a parody is an exception to using someone else's copyrighted content. So if you're using like, you're sampling the instrumental and then putting new lyrics and words to make it funny, it's a defense, but it's a defense. So, legal counsel may have said, look, it makes way more sense if we just go and get permission. I don't want to have to be defending this and trying to prove it. Let's just get a license. So I guess Weird Al did, in fact, reach out, try to get that license, and Beck said no. And he's sad about it now. And there's a reason
So
why he said no.
yeah, no, so it's pretty funny. Let's get into the reasons why he said no, but this is something that Weird Al is actually really legendary and known for, because he's always kind of said that he doesn't need to get permission, but he always wants to get the artist permission to get their cosign on it, and if they don't, he won't do them. So like, one of his biggest parodies probably ever, was what Eat It. Michael Jackson's Eat It. He got permission from Michael Jackson to do it.
Yeah.
Personally, he got that permission. Smells Like Nirvana, which was a huge Weird Al Yankovic hit for him. He got permission from Kurt Cobain personally that it was okay to do it. They thought it was funny. So, but yeah, I know you want to get into the reasons why he didn't want to. A lot of insecurities that we all as artists suffer.
Well, yeah, and then also specifically, he talked about that just at that time, people and specifically like magazines, press, were not taking him seriously. And if he was being mentioned, it was as a footnote, and he was being told by family and friends, your music just is so out there and it's never going to be successful. And so, for all those reasons, he's like, I don't want to give people like one more reason to make fun of me or to think I'm not
I'll tell
serious.
you what, it's Beck had a. I remember that, like when that loser song came out, you know what I mean? Like he was known for being, a loser, like, that was associated with him so much. And it was such a hit. It was everywhere. And, you have to remember, like, this time in the 90s, it was all about like grunge and kind of being dirty and dressing down and stuff. So it kind of fit into the whole thing. Beck really, in my opinion, didn't get taken like seriously. I mean, the album was well received, the Mellow Gold record, but
Yeah,
it
and obviously I think when
yeah.
I was looking on Spotify, it's like still over,
Oh no,
225 million
it's a
plays.
huge song, but I'm saying, but I don't think he was really taken seriously as such an artist and producer until later records, when but then he just had like, started getting the Devil's Haircut, and when he had that Odelay record, and then like everything after it, when he was doing just his like kind of country, um like indie kind of guitar stuff. Like it was he's had quite the career. But no, I mean, I could see that not wanting to do it and being kind of insecure. But that would have, because that record, the Weird Al Yankovic record, went double platinum. That Bad Hair Day record went double platinum. So I mean, and on it there was a parody of like a TLC song, like he parodied Waterfalls, and a Presidents of the United States song, Grump. They parodied Lump. But it would have been quite a paycheck. And I know that at the time, if Weird Al would have been able to get that Schmoozer, which was going to be the name of the song, instead of
Mhm.
Loser, it was going to be Schmoozer. um I mean, I can only imagine what the video would have been. And I
And what
think it
would
would
have
have
done to
been
elevate the
huge.
song even further, right? Because I think that when you have even the negative stuff, right? Even the negative press helps to elevate just overall awareness of something. So I think it overall would
But
have
Weird
helped. And
Al's never in mean spirit. He's never mean spirited.
no,
He's never
right,
like making
exactly.
fun of it. Like it's nothing but to help propel the artist, like you're saying. So it's funny, because the story might get some traction, in the media, because I've seen it a couple of times in blogs and stuff. Who knows? It's not too late. Weird Al has a movie that's about to come out, made on his life. I think it's like on Hulu, if it's not out already. I remember seeing something about it. But he's always on tour, and his tours sell out. Weird Al's. I could see them, seeing this thing from Beck, and it's not too late for him to do it. Still do it. I could
That's
still see
exactly
him
what
doing it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, if you're saying you regret it, let's undo or redo our decisions that we regret. And the last piece I'll kind of say on this is that, as an entertainment attorney, when I'm working with artists and bands and creators, this is so something that everyone deals with. But I think to use Beck as an example, that regret is like the worst thing. And
Mhm.
it's better just to do something and kind of, even fail at something, because you will always be glad that you did it. Like 99.9% of the time. I'm sure there's some kind of exception we could think of, but regrets not a good thing. So, especially when you're
Yeah.
listening and making your decisions because of what other people are saying to you. Man, that doesn't feel good. You got to go with your gut, and what if you're like, I think that would be amazing, do it.